The final ordinary moment often passes unnoticed, like a pane of glass cracking without a sound. On a warm Sunday in late spring, Elena stepped from her porch in Tulsa simply to return a borrowed dish. Inside, her phone lay on the kitchen table, a half-typed message glowing on the screen. Minutes later, when her sister returned, the dish was sitting on the step, still warm, but Elena was gone. Every such story begins at that precise moment of interruption. Decades apart, the signs echo with an eerie familiarity. An idling car at a trailhead, its heaters still pushing out warmth. Search captains marking a careful grid across the landscape, while families bargain with hope over thermoses and flashlights. How does an ordinary minute become a lifetime of unanswered questions? Some nights end in the relief of sirens, a lost hiker found shivering but alive. But others end with porch lights that are never turned off, with tips that surge and then vanish, and with anniversaries that mark only the passage of time. Hope ignites, and then it stalls. A life gone between breaths. We now live inside a world of location pings and doorbell cameras, a digital web that promises certainty. But that promise can be an illusion. The first few hours of any disappearance remain the most critical, a window where a single lead can mean everything, and a false one can scatter precious resources. Investigators keep detailed notes of those last moments, the small, seemingly insignificant details that families cling to. Because beneath all the data, the ache remains the same. Someone did not come home. Often, the truth is hidden within the routine of a normal day, until one moment is isolated and replayed. A corner market clerk rewinds the security footage. The buzz of fluorescent lights, the clink of a glass door, a wet mop leaning against tile. A hooded figure hesitates, then slips just out of frame. Clues are embedded in these ordinary patterns, often overlooked until they are connected.
Some people vanish because a stranger seizes an opportunity. Others disappear because someone they know betrays a trust. For every missing person, the question is not only who, but which story their final footsteps belong to. Investigators build timelines from digital whispers and fleeting images, text messages, footprints, and street camera glimpses. A phone can sketch a rough location, but its data blurs at the edges. Witnesses offer memories, often polished by fear or time. Cameras record, but they do not interpret. People do. And what if the tidy map we create is wrong, simply because the human mind prefers a kinder story? Today, with countless doorbell cameras and location sharing, there are more eyes, more data, and more noise. The key is to find the patterns, not to feed the panic. Online, speculation can grow louder than fact. Posts are repeated until they feel true, and certainty arrives too quickly. It's human nature to seek a tidy narrative with a clear villain, but responsible storytelling asks better questions and leaves room for the unknown. It keeps names whole, avoids lurid detail, and allows families to control how their loved one is remembered. In an age where information travels faster than verification, our digital footprint can either help or hinder a real-world search. The goal is to honor the missing with care, so that collective fear can be channeled into vigilance and empathy. Because sometimes, after all the noise fades, a single fragile clue emerges from the silence, and everything changes.